What's up, people? How y'all doing today? IOBA. My name is TC, aka Johnny Clyde. I want to talk a little bit more about politics today. All right? All right. First person I'm going to talk about, because when I'm at work, I'm sitting there sometimes and I have a little bit of downtime. Right? I start doing research, because I remember a lot of shit, politically speaking, right? From the years of Jimmy Carter on forward, right? Shit. And now I'm doing a little research on the politicians that's, doing the political theater game now. So right now you got, you got Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Um, but the one I want to talk about, because my coworker asked me about her, is Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley. But on a side note, I want to say this. You know how they say, black people don't unify and we're not backing each other up? I think the same thing goes for East Indian people too, because Vivek Ramaswamy, Nikki Haley, and Kamala Harris, they can't stand each other. They can't stand, they're all Indian. Well, half Indian. But I think, half Indian. And they can't stand each other. So, seemed like some disunity going on in there. But I digress from that point. The point I want to make is, Nikki Haley said that the United States is not a racist country, never has been a racist country. Then she turned right around and said that, she faced racism when she was a child. Maybe that's why she tried to turn into a white woman. But I digress from that point. She faced racism as a child. The United States is not a racist country and never had been a racist country. I saw a clip today talking about what most black people in this country, aware black people, woke black people already know. The United States is and always has been a racist fucking country. I mean, look how the country was founded. Look how the country was founded. Look how the country has, conducted itself since its founding. Look at this. Take this little tidbit. You know how most industrialized countries, most if not all, well, I can't say all because, most industrialized countries have some form of socialized medicine. The United States doesn't have that. Why doesn't the United States have that? Well, because they don't want the black people to get it. They don't want the black people to get it. And to me, it's surprising that you have to say this to some black people, but they really don't understand, or they really can't see that their country is as racist as it really is. But over the last, 150 years, they have tried to put some form of socialized medicine in place in the United States. It always gets defeated because black people would be eligible for it too. And ain't nowhere in the hell these racist white people who run this place and their black minions are going to allow black people to participate in anything American if they can help it. They're not going to allow black people to take advantage of anything or have anything if they can help it. It's simple. They don't want socialized medicine in this country because it would include black people. If they could figure out a way to, and they have tried, and they pretty almost succeeded. That's why insurance is so high. But if they could figure out a way to get socialized medicine in this country and exclude black people, they would do that. If they, do a genetic test on you and you got a certain amount of African blood in your veins, and I'm not talking about one drop like say you 1/4 black or some shit, that makes you ineligible. Well, they would do that. That shit sound crazy as hell when you say it, but it's the truth. All you gotta do is do I 3 or 4 clicks of the mouse, and I had the shit I needed to prove that point. But anything in this country that's good for this country will not be implemented if it includes black people, because they think black people always out to get something for free. Never mind if everybody else can get it for free. We just don't want the niggas to get anything for free. So Nikki Haley is trying to be president of the United States. Nikki Haley trying to be president of the United States with that fucked up racist ass attitude she got. With that fucked up racist ass attitude she got. And I don't know who's going to be president. I really don't know. I don't see anybody I don't see anybody out there that I would actually want to vote for, other than, like I said, Cornel West. But he is on the fringes. He ain't even on the ballot in most states, I don't think. But I tell you what, I'm gonna vote for him anyway, because I can't, in good conscience, hold my nose and vote for Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Nikki Haley, or any of them other ones. Shit, I couldn't even vote for somebody like Marianne Williamson. Couldn't vote for her either. I can't vote for nobody who comes out and says that black people should not get reparations in cash payments. I can't vote for anybody who don't support that. That and real police reform. You know what I mean? Like qualified immunity, get rid of that shit. There's a couple of other big issues that black people care about. But ain't nobody getting behind us. So no, I can't see voting for Nikki Haley, and I don't see why anybody else would. And America always has been, and for the foreseeable future will be a racist country. Now you can live within it and function within it if you know going in that that's what's happening. You know what I mean? And that America is really, everything is about race in this country. If you know that going in, you'll be able to function, because you'll be able to come up with mechanisms and strategies to deal with the racism that really is a part of America. But don't let nobody fool you. You hear politicians say that shit, they just trying to get votes. They trying to feather their own nest. They trying to set themselves up and their family up for the rest of their life. They don't really and they want that power, but they don't really give a fuck about the people. No. Especially somebody like Nikki Haley. When she was governor of South Carolina, she was one of the motherfucking governors that refused to expand Medicare. Medicare is a federal program. All that money would have came from D.C. It wouldn't have cost her state nothing. But there's too many niggas in her state. And the white people, the racist white people of South Carolina, don't want the black people to have nothing for free, even if it means they get it too. So you see, America is going to always be stuck in 1865. America going to always be stuck in 1865. And the fucking politicians that come along and keep promoting that shit, to hell with each and every one of them. The United States is a dying empire. Needs to be dismantled and reconstructed from the top to the bottom. It really does. Maybe, I saw a piece the other day, maybe artificial intelligence is what we need in order to run a country like this. Maybe AI is what we need to run a country like this. A country where there's so many different ethnic groups of people until it's hard to find what fair is. What's fair to some people don't seem fair to other people. Let AI figure the shit out, you know? Because leveling the playing field is just something that the powers that be just can't get their mind around. Making shit fair and equal is just something that, I mean, they don't even like diversity, equity, and inclusion. They don't like that. They don't want shit diversified. They don't believe in equity, and they don't believe in inclusion. They believe in inequity, homogenization, what's the word? Yeah, that. And exclusion. Homogeneous society. That's what they want. Alexa, what does homogeneous mean?
The adjective homogeneous is defined as having a uniform composition and properties throughout.
Yeah.
A homogeneous mixture is composed of elements or parts that are all of the same kind,
yeah.
while a heterogeneous mixture has components that vary in composition or properties.
Yeah.
In chemistry, homogeneous mixtures are desirable for their consistency and ease of preparation, while heterogeneous mixtures are often referred to as slurries or suspensions.
Yeah. Alexa, stop. You see? All the fucking same. That's the type of society that they trying to, I guess, create white people. And then I heard a motherfucker today, oh my God, Eric Prince, y'all know who he is? He said some shit that's really kind of freaky. That's really kind of, yeah, I checked him out this morning. Eric Prince is I think he's the president or the founder of this mercenary group called Blackwater. They was over in the Middle East fighting during the Iraq conflict. They was doing all kind of massacres and shit like that. I mean, we heard about some of the massacres. But what about all the dozens of massacres that we didn't hear about? Committed by this Blackwater company outfit run by this guy, Eric Prince. His sister was education secretary under Donald Trump, by the way. And there was Betsy DeVos or some shit like that. Anyway, this motherfucker said, Eric Prince said, we should put our imperialist hat back on. He said, we should take over and run the whole fucking world. He said, most of the world, all of Africa. And somebody said, homie, you sound like a colonialist. He said, yeah, we should colonize these motherfuckers again. Because he said, all the countries in Africa, the whole of Africa. So you just go, if I'm African, I'm African American. Actually, I'm American African. But I digress from that point. But if I'm living in Nigeria, or I'm living in Tanzania, or I'm living in, Uganda, Burkina Faso, Niger, I'm living in any country in Africa, and I hear a motherfucker say that, I'm going to be all up in arms about some shit like that. This dude said that they should recolonize Africa and that the United States should run the world because America is the smartest motherfuckers in the world and our brains are better than everybody else's brains. And this white man was just, you should, if you really want to get shocked about the racism that's in America, go to one of the white right-wing podcasts and listen to them motherfuckers talk. You'll pull your hair out. It'll make you run out and go buy some motherfucking music that inspire you to, do something to non-melanated people. Because they want to take over the whole motherfucking world. They think it belongs to them. Long story short, though, America is, always has been, and for the foreseeable future will be a racist country. The only people that can, I think anyway, that can do anything about it is probably the generation coming up behind the generation that we're dealing with now. I don't know. I mean, the little high school kids that I'm looking at every day when I go to work, those are the people that are going to have to change this society going forward. They're gonna have to change it some kind of way too. I'm not saying what type of changes they're gonna make, but some changes definitely gonna have to be made. Because guys like this Eric Prince dude, guys like people like Nikki Haley and people like that, you put them in charge, the world gonna stay on fire. The world gonna stay on fire. I mean, imagine that, recolonizing Africa. Do you realize how many motherfucking people gonna have to die for you to do something like that? How could you even twist your mouth to say some shit like that? And he definitely said it. Now, in order for you to, actually hear Eric Prince say we should put our imperialist hat back on and recolonize Africa, just do a quick search on YouTube. It's there. And you'll hear him say it out of his own mouth. So if they're going to recolonize Africa, what they going to do with the niggas that live here? What they going to do with us? You see? When you hear white folks talk like that, and when you hear surrogate white people talk like that, then you know you living in a racist fucking country. So beware. When you go someplace, them crackers don't love you. Just know, they don't love you. America's not a racist country. Man, listen. You can keep deluding yourself like that all you want to and get yourself involved in their elections and their business. But I'm not. Anyway, that's it for now, you guys. Keep your head on the motherfucking swivel. Be one. And I'll see y'all on the next one, TC. And I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for coming by and checking me out. I know I go a little sideways sometimes, but if you listen real close, you can keep up. You dig me? TC. And I'm out. Peace.